we'll see what that does. Okay, move on to.
Running down your 5 computers. Basically for the IVP office, first of all, thank you all so much for coming to the USAC retreat. For those that did, stay tuned. We'll be but I think it went really well, and I hope you all learned something. In addition, IVP has a few events. Yeah, and then please, I'm pretty sure I sent you a doodle that nobody filled out except 3 people. So that's it.
Any questions for the Internal Vice President? Okay, seeing none, move on to.
Years now, and I think that it's kind of done. Bruce's vote is almost coming to have to vote in their assigned polling place. You cannot just go to any polling place. It's very confusing because if you live in Beaver Terrace, you vote in Hedrick, but if you live in Beaver Vista, you vote in Beaver. It's a very confusing system that they designed to support wealthy suburban homeowners. So what we're doing is we've created a map showing all the polling locations based on where you live. It's going to be a full page ad in the Daily Room. We're printing 4,000 flyers to distribute. On the back of that, we've also prepared a letter worksheet that has all of the ballot propositions in 10 words or less, each one, that students can check yes or no in advance, get their homework done, and then bring it with them to the polls. If you would like some of those to help distribute to your clubs, where you live, whatever it is, we need to make sure that students are showing up to the polls, not like totally intimidated by so many different things on the ballot that they've never heard about. We do have a Facebook event, Election Day at UCLA, that's showing all that's going on Election Day, including all the polling locations and ballot propositions and such. And that's most of what's going on related to the election, at least on campus. So let me know if you need any help or guidance related to the election. Second and lastly, I also was in Oakland yesterday with Ralph and some other EVPs to meet with President Napolitano. I think we talked about a whole range of student issues, but the key takeaway for me was really that the president is very, very interested in reassessing the UC's cost of living to make it accurate and reflective of what the true cost of living is, or not necessarily what it is, but what it should be if students are living under, we'll say, adequate living conditions. So that was a very big point. And the second thing to take away, the Cops General Counsel was there, and the conversation came up about student fees, because UCSA right now is looking into the SAGE proposal, an opt-in or opt-out student fee. And I did bring up the fact that some of us had concerns or questions about income neutrality and such. And they are interested in providing answers and kind of guiding us when we need it. And the entities community talked about being an autonomous institution, but they have offered to share some guidance, as they do have specific policies on how student fees be. So if you have any questions regarding student fees or your individual funds, please let me know. Thank you.
Any questions for the EVP?
I just want to say that, like, Bruce's vote as it's coming to an end, like, Rafi's done just an incredible job and it's worked so hard. So, that's not so bad.
Okay, questions?
Where can we go to grab the whole police cars?
Yes, so we'll be here on Friday.
Okay, very good. Now we move on to, I guess, are we going to strike the academic affairs? Oh, yeah, okay, you got it. Okay. By the way, I'm so sorry we didn't even get a chance to recognize the folks who were in the room on that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm just the USAC line delay.
There is, My name is Arthur Lai. I'm the Chief of Staff for Policy in the Academic Affairs Commission. I'm proxying for Ashley tonight. Just one announcement is we have our networking at noon event on November 15th. So that's Tuesday of the 8th week. And we're going to have it in Kirk Grand Salon, just like a very casual way for students to kind of like talk to, professionals and representatives of the Career Center, talk about, post-college career goals and that sort of thing. We'll have appetizers there. So just a reminder, it's 8th week, Tuesday, November 15th, from 12 to 2. And then we've also been collaborating with Div on the transfer book this week, and I'll let them talk.
Okay, any questions for our AAC proxy? None? Actually, and also, by the way, you want to introduce yourself to the council?
I'm Ryan, I'm here, proxy.
Okay, and, well, she's actually about to give a report, so. Now, the Student Wellness Commission.
Right, so, hi, my name is Megan Hale, I'm a assistant commissioner of SWC and proxy for Christina State. I have a few brief announcements. So on Friday, Active Minds Committee of SWC hosted a community healing space in response to the two tragedies that have happened very recently on campus. Some resources were given out, and then afterwards, those resources as well as some candles were taken to Biomed, Boulder, and Bruner. Today, Active Minds had a mental health fair, which is about promoting mental health awareness as well as destigmatizing mental illness on campus for a variety of different mental illnesses. Additionally today, actually right now, there's a program called Food Acts going on that involves 3 different SWC committees, Body Image Task Force, Search, and Total Wellness, about providing both nutritious food and information about nutrition in the dining halls and eating in the dorms. And then lastly, there is a quarterly town hall that all of us campaign to rethink that.
Okay, any questions for our SWC proxy? And I just wanted to say, thank you so much to SWC and Christina. I know she can be here tonight for so quickly on Friday putting together that healing space. I know this was the second death that we've had in 2 weeks, which is so traumatic, and just being able to react so quickly and put that together really commendable. Thank you so much. Okay, and now we move on to the facilities committee.
All right, 4 updates. The first relates to the recent events, and my office is working on doing a wellness assessment of South Campus and seeing if there's reoccurring themes going on, or if there's certain issues that need to be identified specifically with the South Campus buildings. For example, why is it that when you enter South Campus, there seems to be a different atmosphere? Students just feel generally more stressed. Is that something that we can change with our physical buildings? So we're having meetings on that starting this week. Next, we're reevaluating our general campus facilities, including sprinklers and air conditioners. We're all very cold in our classrooms, and that's a reoccurring thing, and I'm wondering why that has to be. So we have a team working on that. Third, we had the basic needs convo right before this meeting. Ralph was present, so was Parshawn, several of us. I really apologize to a few council members who I forgot to share the details with. But the main update is that we will be working to release a basic needs report sometime during the winter that shares student testimonies and, again, reoccurring themes tackling basic needs here at UCLA. And then lastly, we have our sustainability team working on recycling and composting at Greek houses. So we're meeting with, I think, the director of the Office of Fraternity and Sorority Life sometime this week, and we look forward to hearing that.
Very good. Any questions for the facilities commissioner?
Did you have surveys on people's like mental health and stuff like this, and surveys on what they're just
No.
to see what the links are? Do you have everything?
Yeah, no, we're working to get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any additional questions? Okay. Now the general representative.
So a few weeks ago, we tried getting a bunch of students from different faiths to come together and have a meeting to explain the University Religious Conference, explain what's happening with it, and contribute to dialogue on campus. That meeting got canceled because half the religious groups on campus have something or the other on Thursday nights, which was really unfortunate. So we're setting that meeting up again, but this time trying to bring in even more groups and a bigger diversity of them, and we're going to have members from a representative from the Council on Chaplains, the UCLA Council on Chaplains, and a representative from the Religious Conference there. Speak to those groups because at the end of November, we have a meeting with former Vice Chancellor Yanina Montero, and this entire liaison committee that's working on establishing either some sort of interfaith or religious space on campus. So years ago, or a while ago, the Graduate School of Religion, which like really tiny office was established, and we're trying to push for something specifically a spiritual center for undergraduates, which would be really awesome. Second week was I met with the director of the Blackstone Launchpad and several board members of Great Entrepreneurs in advance of a meeting that's going to happen later this week with administrators to hopefully discuss the long-term entrepreneurial plan for UCLA, building out a center and using hopefully some UCLA Foundation money or something where it can be something specific for undergraduates with entrepreneurship because we don't have any school-provided programs for entrepreneurship other than the entrepreneurship minor, which started 2 years ago. And then thirdly is the election night watch party, which we're working on with Rafi. I'm really, really excited for like our first brutal like programming event. It's going to be on the Hill next Tuesday. I've like asked a bunch of my friends in CEC for like advice on how to run an event. So if you guys can stop by at like 6 o'clock or anytime between 6 and 10, we're gonna have our doors wide open. And we're gonna have lots of food, and it's gonna be awesome.
Thank you. Any questions for Gen Rep 2? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to our administrative representatives, beginning with Dr. Okay, right.
I want to profusely apologize again for our central computer. I clearly am not.
Multiple computers.
Yes, I sent every computer. But I'm not feeling very excuse on the subject of that we touched on a little bit here of funding and guiding training, and I know that everybody that was at the mini retreat, I think got some there. But if there are any offices or anybody who wants to, talk further about funding or funding bodies or maybe the chairs, I think if you're doing a training with the finance or chiefs of staff, your offices that might help to go down the next level, just to make sure that everybody gets the information they need to have. I think it would be great to see what further guidance may be coming from general counsel, just to inform the discussion. But I'm certainly open to meeting separately throughout every meeting next week and talk about some things. So a lot of special, there's a lot of things that are outside the body of what's happening on campus. So happy to do that. Just let me know.
Okay. Any questions for Roy? Okay, then I believe that concludes our officer and member report. So now we move to our special presentation. Is that?
Can I ask how it's able to 15 minutes? Or not really, whatever the contingency is. Or do you want to do it?
I can just go ahead and do it. Yeah, I think I just hold it, not worry about it. So this.
Are you going to be presenting it now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
so
let me
just-
start presenting right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So my chief of staff, Doya, and Daisy, who's actually one of my directors for the student activist project, meetings coincide with these. So unfortunately, the two of them couldn't make it today to give this presentation, but it's about an event that we're co-programming with the Labor Studies and 173 class, which the two of them are in. So I wish they were here to tell you more about it, but I'll basically just give you a brief overview of what the event is, because it's a great opportunity for everyone to learn more about this social movements, I guess. So on behalf of the Labor Studies M173 Nonviolence and Social Movements class on campus, we'd like to cordially invite you to attend the nonviolence teaching that will take place on November 15th from 4 to 7 p.m. in the Bruin Reception Room at Akron. The purpose of the teaching is to raise awareness on campus of the philosophy of nonviolence and how it has impacted social movements in the U.S. In addition, the teaching will highlight how nonviolent tactics have been placed into practice in both historical and contemporary social movements. The guest panelists will include Reverend James Lawson, who worked with Dr. Martin Luther King in the 1960s to claim or reclaim the rights of African Americans in the South. In more recent years, Reverend Lawson has worked with several labor and social organizations to teach them about nonviolent organizing. Second panelist will be David Huerta, who is the president of the SEIU USWW and the Justice for Janitors Union. He has been a leader of the union for many years and is a powerful advocate for workers in California. The third is Ilse Escobar, who featured in the Labor Center's book, Dreams Supported. She is an undocumented immigrant youth leader, a UCLA alumni, and works as a parent outreach coordinator for the United Teachers of Los Angeles. The event will be moderated by Kemp Wong, who is the director of UCLA Labor Center. If you want any more details about it, we were supposed to hand out flyers, but Daisy has those right now. I'll get to any of you if you have more questions or if you would like a flyer.
If you want an email, there's a flyer, you can email it to the council.
Okay, yeah, we'll email you more specific details about it, and hopefully you can attend, or at least spread the word.
Okay.
That's all we have. Thanks a
Very
lot.
good. Thank you. Any questions for Nina? Okay, so,
When is the event?
It's November 15th, 4 to 7.
okay. Additional questions? Okay, seeing none, that concludes our special presentations. And now we move on to our funding allocations for this evening, beginning with contingency programming. Go turn it over.
So 15 groups applied contingency this past week. The total required was $29,000, $587.50. The total requested was $10,000, so $10,631.22. We recommended $8,269.
And were there any USAC offices that applied for funding? Okay, well, can I entertain?
I move to approve contingency programming for $2,269.
Second, by Zach, all those in favor, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11. All those opposed? And all those abstaining? This contingency allocation has been approved. And now I believe our only other allocation is for the student wellness programming fund. So
Yeah.
I'll turn it over.
Sure, so the first thing that we are recommending is $258.30 for the Chinese Student and Scholars Association. It is for their East Asian basketball tournament that will be held on November 6th and November 20th. And then the second item that we are recommending is $87.01 for Pediatric AIDS Coalition, their carnival on November 9th.
Okay, seeing as this is a consent item, unless there are any objections from the council. Seeing none, this allocation has been approved by consent. And I believe that brings us to, with no old business, no new business, that'll bring us to announcements. Any announcements? Anybody good? Good?
Okay. Okay, some fun news, I'll leave that to the end. But, okay, so, CSR is working with the Academic Affairs Commission and Jan Wright, to talk about technology in the classrooms. We have our focus group November 14th, it'll be in the history department room, in Bunch. I'll get the room number before next meeting, I'll email the event. We're just going to talk about different ways that we can integrate online communication with teachers using CCLE or using a different program if the focus group thinks about different programs to use. I know coming from community college, there were two different programs we used. We used Desire to Learn and Canvas. So we're going to see those interfaces and see what people see as more user-friendly throughout the focus group. And for transfer wellness, our co-programming like slot ends week 6 because we have to plan out our events 2 weeks in advance, and de-stress week is week 10, and my directors have their platform set by week 8. So if you need to, or if you want to co-program, remember week 6, by the end of this week, Friday, please contact me or Sanjana or Amit, the directors for Transfer Wellness. And the Transfer Town Hall is booked. It will be in the Brew reception room. It is November 30th, 6 to 7:30. We're going to be talking about different transfer issues, what people on the Hill are facing, what people in apartments are facing, and trying to give them resources throughout the conference to see what we can direct them to or what we can work on as an office. And finally, I have been sending emails since the beginning of the year about the TSR office and what the Transfer Student Representative Office has been doing at UCLA for the past 3 years. And University of Texas has responded, and we are working with them to create a Transfer Student Representative Office at the University of Texas, Austin, Dallas, and Houston, I think. But I'll give you more information about that soon, but it's very exciting news. Thank you.
Very good. Any additional announcements?
Hi guys. First of all, in about 10 minutes, we have screening space between us, so if this happens to finish early, you can stop by that. In 2 days, we have phony people come for a concert in Bruin Plaza. Definitely should go to that. As we announced before, on election day at night, after results are probably going to be announced, we have a concert Oshi and Dram. Dram is the Broccoli guy, if you guys know him. And then on November 14th, we have Cheat Codes coming. So you guys should definitely go out to that. And originally we had an event for the guy Escobar that was supposed to be next week, but we are moving that. So ideally it's going to happen in December, and I'm pretty optimistic it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And then also on January 23rd, we have College Humor guys, Jake and Amir, coming for a speaker event. So you guys should keep that up in your account. And thank you.
Very good. I think as any.
This isn't exactly necessarily what's going on campus, it's what's going outside of campus. Just bringing light to the Dakota Access Pipeline and the protest against it, the hashtag #NoTAPL. One of my friends shared like a 10-step process that you can do besides just checking into TAPL. And just to give a kind of, I guess, background information on what that is, it's at Standing Rock in North Dakota. The Native American tribe there, their water source is essentially being displaced by the oil pipeline that's trying to go through their native lands. Just because the rest of the town said that they wanted the pipeline to be routed to protect their water sources, which doesn't make sense because it's like they're valuing one set of lives over the other and accessibility of water. And so besides just checking into North Dakota, which essentially is to flood the system so that the legal system can't actually target folks, because what they were doing was going on Facebook and trying to find out who was at North Dakota, Standing Rock to target them essentially. Everyone's checking in to flood the system so no one really knows who is protesting. So one of the 10 steps are you can call North Dakota Governor Jack Dalrymple. You can sign a petition to the White House to stop TAPL. You can donate to supporting the Standing Rock Native American tribe. Donate items from the Sacred Stone Camp supply list. Call the White House. Contribute to the Sacred Stone Camp Legal Defense Fund. There's also a GoFundMe account that you can contribute to. Call the Army Corps of Engineers and demand that they reverse the permit. Sign other petitions asking President Obama to stop the Dakota Access Pipeline, and call the executives of the companies that are building it. I know it's not necessarily an event on campus, but once again, I don't want to think that we're just limited to this campus. Because what we do does affect the students on this campus, and what we express at this table also does affect the students on this campus.
Very good. Thank you, Amy. Additional announcements?
A couple things. The first is that I'm sending an email right now with your updated 2016-2017 control advisors. I don't know if you haven't control advisors yet, so please try to do that as soon as possible, just to get a face-to-face connection, but also that they can help you with some programs, etc. And then also I met with Mike Cohn last week, and he wanted to have a lunch meeting with all of the council. And so he sent me like a day and time that works, and then, like I think they'll get it back to center. So I'll send that out to all of you and see who can make it. We definitely want as many people to make it as possible. Basically just to have that face-to-face connection, and then also answer any questions we have, and kind of create a personal relationship with all the supervisors. And then a couple things I'm saying it on the side in case anyone's watching. For special presentations, these are just a couple reminders for all of you, but also other people that want to put on like special presentations or be on the agenda. One, a council member has to sponsor a special presentation, so people just can't enroll saying that they're just putting one on. It does have to be sponsored by one of the council members, so if people do reach out to you and you agree with what they want to present, please make sure that you say that and me myself. And then also, people can put anything on the agenda for any time on Thursday. So you just have to be Thursday at some point. There's no time limit. So as long as it's done by 11:59 p.m. On Thursday. It's not by 5 p.m. or anything. Just a couple reminders.
Very good. Additional announcements from the council? Okay, actually I have two announcements I wanted to let you all know. One is on Thursday morning, if you're interested in learning about campus safety at a local level, the city attorney of Los Angeles, Mike Fuhrer, will be hosting a panel, which I'll be a part of, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the Young Research Library conference room, to talk about campus safety and gun violence at a local level, sort of what our local government is doing, what doing here at UCLA, and sort of providing that student perspective to that conversation. So it'd be a great way to, meet some local law enforcement officials and learn about what they're doing if you have questions for them. And additionally, another election near party, not to take away from Drew at all, you should go to both, is USAC will be co-sponsoring and kind of actually party with the Community Programs Office. We're really excited about that. It's going to be in Wilson Plaza election night. So you should go to both. My recommendation. Okay. Any additional announcements? Seeing none, that will conclude our announcements, and we will end council with the signing of the attendance sheet, and I can entertain a motion to adjourn council at 7:56.
I move to adjourn council at 7:56.
Second by Lou. All those in favor, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All those opposed? And all those abstaining? 11-0 vote. Council has been adjourned at 7:56. Now this is good and welfare, and we can turn off USAC live.